Yes, so I think the common man, he is not bothered about what happens to corporate or fiscal deficit or the economy. So ultimately, for
Exactly.
all of us, it is the taxation part and what happens to personal taxes that
Absolutely. Yeah.
is what matters. So this year, I would say there are three key expectations. So number one is like, about 2 years back in the budget, this new tax regime was announced where, if you forego certain deductions and exemptions, you would be eligible for a lower rate of tax.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the last year tax filing season, which ended with December 31st, was the first time when this was being implemented, and it was found that there were not many takers for this.
Mm-hmm.
Reasons would include, for example, if you have a home loan or something and you're availing the deductions, this home loan would continue over many years. So suddenly government introduces a new regime and you would not be inclined to switch because basic reason of one of the basic reasons which you would probably take a home loan is also the fact that you would get a tax deduction.
Excellent.
So likewise, there is EPF and PPF, which are all long-term products. So people don't want to do away with it that easily. So the takers were very few for the new regime. So one of the key expectations is that the new regime would be made more sweeter. I don't know if they would bring back certain deductions or whatever, but one way in which they could probably make it sweeter is by introducing the standard deduction, which is available for the old regime, also for the new regime. So that has been a demand. So that is somewhat doable and better than complicating it by bringing in a lot of other deductions or exemptions. So 50,000 rupees standard deduction, which is currently unavailable for the new tax regime. People think that if it is brought in, maybe there will be more takers. So that is the number one expectation. And deriving from this is number two expectation. So please increase the standard deduction amount is the number two expectation. Why that is happening is also because all of us are working from home.
Yeah.
So everybody is incurring expenses which are not captured in your salary because all of us
Mm.
are using our furniture, our audio, video. We invest in better systems so that I can do a video call like this from home. So, all of us are incurring certain expenses which was not there pre-COVID.
Yeah.
So raising the standard deduction is one way of covering, getting some incentive for the additional expenses that you are incurring. So
Mm-hmm.
raising the standard deduction limit, which is currently at 40,000, is the second expectation. Thirdly,
Okay.
as usual, the demand, for people who are sticking to the old tax regime, the usual demand is ATC is only 1.5 lakhs. It was
Mm.
last revised in 2014. It's like almost 7, 8 years now.
Mm.
So people say, see, we are sticking to the old regime. Inside this 1.5 lakhs, there are several things which are there, and that amount is not enough. So the usual demand is to increase it. But given that the government wants people to go to the new tax regime, we are not sure as to whether this demand will actually, be accepted or is even a viable demand.
Right.
Apart from that usual home loan, please increase the deduction of interest for home. These are all the usual demands.
Mm.